People use the word legend a lot nowadays. Maybe it's a Gen Z thing. Social media influencers are legends, celebrity upstarts are legends, even untested athletes are promptly declared legends. But in reality, very few people actually deserve that title. Among them is Rafael Nadal. He played his final tennis match on Tuesday. The setting was perfect, a Davis Cup in his home country of Spain. But a fairy tale was not to be. Nadal lost his singles match against his Dutch opponent. There were tears and heartbreak in the crowd. After all, this wasn't a normal career. This was something special. Nadal has won 22 Grand Slam titles and 1 Olympic singles gold. He's won a record 14 French Open titles. And let's be honest here, nobody's breaking that record in a long, long time. But to judge Nadal by numbers is to downplay his genius. Because he wasn't just fighting his rivals, he was fighting his own body. A congenital foot condition, tendinitis of both knees, abdominal strains, elbow injuries, stress fractures and hip issues. Nadal's career was punctuated by major injuries. He had 3 times as many injuries as Novak Djokovic and 10 times as Roger Federer, but each time he fought back. He came back to conquer the tennis world. But as they say, Father Time comes for all. Nadal is 38 years old. His last Grand Slam title was in 2022, so perhaps he thought it was time to walk away. I'm sure experts will dissect Nadal's numbers and comebacks. But on Tuesday, he showed why he's a lot more than that. He said he wants to be remembered as a good person.
I think in some way I've tried to do something which for me is the most important thing in the world, and that's to be a good person. I hope that's how it came across to you. I'm truly leaving this world of professional tennis, having met so many friends along the way.
23 years. That's how long his career lasted. As he said, Nadal made many friends along the way. But one of them stands out because he wasn't just a friend. He was also Nadal's greatest rival on court, Roger Federer. Federer himself retired in 2022. Before Tuesday's match, he penned a letter for Nadal. Listen to what he wrote. Let's start with the obvious. You beat me a lot, more than I managed to beat you. You made me work harder than I ever thought I could just to hold my ground. You made me reimagine my game. Always cracking each other up, wearing each other out on the court, and then sometimes, almost literally, having to hold each other up during trophy ceremonies. Look at the bottom of that letter. It says, your fan, Roger. This letter is just pure class, especially when you look at the history. Federer and Nadal faced each other 40 times, including 24 times in tournament finals. They battled hard on court. They cost each other titles, yet the respect was always there. We saw that in 2022 as well. Federer played his farewell tournament in London. His last match was a doubles, and his partner, Rafael Nadal. They ended up losing that match, but look at what happened afterwards. The greatest rivalry in tennis, arguably one of the greatest in any sport. And how did it end? With both men in tears together. It's a timely lesson for the world we live in. The world of so-called alpha males and podcast bros, where vulnerability is seen as weakness, where fairness is seen as unnecessary, and where rivalries go too far. In this world, Nadal showed a different path. Don't give an inch on court. Fight hard to prove your skill and talent. But off the court, be humble and gracious. We are lucky to have seen this rivalry play out. We are even luckier to have seen this friendship. So if you're a young kid out there, learn from Nadal and Federer how to win matches and hearts. And to Nadal, thank you for all the memories on court. Tennis fans around the world will miss you.